There's the Doha airport. Not a garden. It's just the airport. We've been through lots of boring passages with pretty shops. But now we come to the waterfall. Not as good as Singapore's, but pretty nice. We've got bird calls going on here in the Doha airport. They get the light right. Here's George. Okay, Doha airport. These look like they're bronze sculptures. And the fountain is behind that way. Lots of little nooks and crannies where people are resting with the cool. Here's the water feature.
Do you ever feel that you're not getting anywhere in life?
Feel like you're not getting anywhere in life.
Pedaling very hard.
Doha
Getting anywhere?
airport with the animals and all the things moving up here. Are you still riding somewhere? Do you want to get a bit further than that today? Bless you. And it's right next door to the big waterfall. Better not leave the bags. One more. Here we go. We went to the wrong section, so we got a nice ride back to the Baggage Claim. Nice breeze, because it's 100 degrees outside at 10:30, so here we go. Everyone's gone. Okay, so this is my view when I'm going down to breakfast this morning. On level 1.
So before 2005 there was nothing. Sports town, desert land. also called the fifth edition. It was FIFA 2022. So Qatar projected new cities, roads, airports, metros, and stadiums. Qatar invested $220 billion just for FIFA in the region. The FIFA Foundation offered $4 billion to Qatar's government. Qatar's government rejected for the money we did it for fun. So they built everything for FIFA in just 18 years. This is why Doha is nowadays very rapidly developed city. Construction is very, very good. So before the oil and gas discovery, Qatar was considered as a diamond village, the fishermen. They were never touching things. Camels, horses, and others. So before those two main industries, there are pearl industries and the fishing industries. But the Qatari pearl industries were affected by the Japanese artificial pearl industries. And also when Qatar discovered the second oil and gas field in 1960. So the driver were running the pearl industries in the northeast of Qatar, port. In the northwest of Qatar, Zubara, they left these industries in 1971 and moved to Doha. So this way there is no more purchase fishing. Fishing just for the local market, not for the trading with other countries. So the currently main industries is oil and gas industries. The first oil and gas field was discovered in 1939 in the west of Qatar, Doha. By that time it was not enough to compete the world in developing sectors. After a few years, there was happened World War II and stopped. World War II ended. There was such a move with a partnership with shell companies. And finally, they discovered the second oil and gas field in 1960. In the northeast of Qatar, rested upon the offshore field, which is right now world their largest oil and gas reserves. The first one is Russia, second is Iran, and the third one is Qatar. So Qatar is the fourth richest country per capita in the world. Qatar is the first richest country per capita and Middle East. Just not per capita is richer than all Arab countries. But also, yeah, exactly. We have the largest oil and gas reserves. But also the Qataris people, they spend 2 nights, 2 days in a desert every year in November and December. It's part of the culture in their traditions. So they install the tradition tents in the desert and then spend 2 nights, 2 days there. They remind their past, what they were in the past, what they are in the present, what they will be in the future, for the future planning as well. Actually trying to preserve the history, their cultures, their tradition. Because you know in 21st centuries, people losing their culture, losing their tradition, and they call it modernizations. They call it 21st centuries. Qatar is trying to preserve their history and trying to advance as well. This is the main difference between Qatar and United Arab Emirates and India. But the more traditional countries in Arab countries is more. Right side can say this is another king palace, but this one built inside the city and the waters.
So it's artificially beautiful.
समंदर के अंदर बनाया गया है।
अच्छा आगे पीछे अभी समुद्र है जो ओके
So left side you can see here, this is Al Qasr, Al Munisa. This is the residential area and also diplomatic area. There's different flags, different flags. And Qataris people also living here. So every Qatari have 3 or 4 houses in different areas. There's no poor Qataris, no homeless Qataris, all of them millionaires, billionaires, no works, no jobs. If the Qataris people work, should be in a high position, like a top administrators. So they are well-educated people. The literacy rate in Qatar is 97%. For the higher educations, they go to London and then the UK and US. With the Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford universities, the top universities. So they mostly they have businesses. So they have 65% share in New York real estate. They have 95% stake in Airport. They have invested in Pakistani international airports. They invested in UK, US, US, France, Italy, Spain, Belgium, Malta, Switzerland, Ireland, Holland, Australia, Panama. In real estate and other businesses. This is why most Qatari people they stay here in winter season and then move to the Western countries in summer seasons. Not minus. So right now, this is Culture Village, Kitara. Went to Kitara. Kitara is cultural and commercial complex. Kitara is hub for multicultural national events. So they do different events, different shows, culture events, culture shows, music shows, sports competitions, festivals, international exhibitions. It was built in 2010, but it was open for the public during the Caprica Film Festival 2015. The World Cup. Kitara is famous for events, for shows. So at least in a month there's been 4 to 5 different events.
Where is
Right
everybody?
side to see, this is Kitara Beach. They call it public beach, but they charge 10 riyals per inches.
How much?
10 riyals per inches.
How much is that? 10?
10 riyal. Riyals is local currency, which is $3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that sand or
Same, yeah.
cement? Sand.
It's natural.
Hard, it's hard.
It's natural.
Ah.
And the city you have to pay for the beaches. Outside of the city we have beautiful beaches, and south side the inland sea, which is totally free.
Yeah.
Right side you see the tower. This is the Pearl Island, the artificial island, the reclaimed land.
Okay. Oh, just everywhere you look, there's amazing views here in Qatar. And they have concerts and cultural events obviously here. Amazing.
Really? Shakira up on here.
I think I'll jump in the water. I get cold. Easy fall out of this.
Oh, he's walking behind.
Rooms, all of these rooms are plated with real golds, 24 carats. So you can see the towers. When you see this kind of tower, this means there's a mosque, symbolically using it for call to prayer 5 times a day. The design you can see, this is Moroccan design. We call it minaret. You see the mosque inside? Yeah, they have sculptures.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
Do you want to see inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You see the ceiling, hand painting, handcrafted structures. See the chandelier, especially important. This temple, also handmade. Yeah. You see the gloritas, asperges. Hand painting, handcrafted, imported from Iran.
Oh, hello.
Does he recognise me?
I didn't.
The front section you can see the rebel members.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
2001, the government revealed the project. At that time, they estimated the cost will be $2 billion. 2004, they started the work on the project. In 2018, they concluded that the project costed $18 billion. And it's the most expensive, the most luxurious place in Qatar, where millionaires and billionaires people living here. It's about 4 kilometers square. Now the government is extending it to 32 kilometer square coastal. The construction is going on.
What are these buildings? Are they residential?
Mostly residential. It's available for freehold ownership for foreign nationals. So 60,000 plus resident living here. Mostly Americans, British, Japanese, Germans, Russians, and Chinese people living here. So 20% of them are working on gas companies, and others their businesses all around the world. So running businesses from here is remote.
Why would they be here remotely? Working remotely?
Cost will be $2 billion. 2004, they started the work on a project. In 2018, they concluded that the project costed $18 billion.
On the
It is the
Pearl
most
Island, which is
expensive,
reclaimed land.
the most luxurious place in Qatar, with millionaires and billionaires people living here. It's about 4 kilometers square. Now the government is extending it to 32 kilometer square coastlines. The construction is going on.
So what are these buildings? Are they residential?
Mostly residential.
Goodness me.
And these sections all around, there is 32 towers. All of these towers are private residential apartments. And in front you can see the complex. This is St. Regis Hotel, the most expensive hotel in Doha. Around there is 32 towers. All of these towers are private residential apartments. And in front you can see the complex. This is St. Regis Hotel, the most expensive hotel in Doha. But right now it's much cheaper because it's off season.
Yeah, it's only 15,000 a night. Get yourself booked in.
No, it's the season is starting from 2,500 up to 5,000 riyals. Now we can do it like 1,200.
Wow. Very different, isn't it?
Wow, very beautiful.
That must be.
Very nice.
Do you want to go outside and take a picture? There's a residential area, not one.
I think modern would be good Venice, because old Venice must be very hard to maintain.
Somebody told us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the limited number of tourists every year.
No, the real one.
It's,
So they
it's,
asked for the building.
it's
We'll get a 40% discount for everything.
really,
Yeah. And there is no utility bills, no electricity bills, no water bills.
This is why they're rich. You don't have to spend anything.
And the government building houses for the citizens free of cost. Right, so you can say this is Lucille. This is concerning the second safest country, second biggest country, second biggest city in Qatar. But right now it's model 3. If they want to stay together, they can stay together. If they want to stay as a group, stay money, it's not a problem.
so sometimes they live in the same house. Sometimes they live in the same house.
FIFA did a great job before the FIFA. Nobody knows when is Qatar, what is Qatar. During the FIFA, 1.2 million people visited Qatar. And the first quarter 2025, Qatar welcomes 2.6 million visitors. So it's gradually increasing, it's helping. So Qatar have to host 4 more big events. The Volleyball World Cup will be in Qatar 2027. Basketball World Cup will be in Qatar 2028. Asian Games will be in Qatar 2030, and also Qatar is trying to host the Olympics 2036, which is not decided yet. So 2028 is going to be in US, 2032 is going to be in Brisbane, in Australia, 2036 is not decided yet. Qatar is ready for it and hopes Qatar will get it. Qatar's proved during the FIFA in 2022. So now they're preparing for using for Arab Football League and also for the European Football League. And also they're trying to host the Olympics with these things. So they're in old stadiums.
Why would they use shipping containers?
They're not used to this environment. Law enforcement, enforcement work. So people wasting the market, lighting all the time, disturbing the road. That's why they put the hack up and put them down. The wife and you can see they use this kind of girl for the beauty competition.
Just remember, the beak doesn't do no damage.
The beak can do no damage, is that right?
It's just the claws.
Yes.
Magnificent, isn't it?
How old is this bird? 2 years. 2 years old, eh?
So the lab spin of the falcon is 15 years. 1 5.
Wow.
How long do they live for?
15 years.
15
You said.
years.
Hello. Oh,
George, I hope you caught that.
careful.
He knew it was coming.
I have that
hey?
effect on some people.
Give him the shits. That's beautiful.
What do you think, Richie? One of these? Romeo?
The beak doesn't hurt, but his claws do. Look at these
Say
claws.
hello, this is Ali.
Hello.